Hello, this is Johnny. I want to go ahead and pick up the part that what I did and what I did wrong. This is the spinner that came with Amazon when I purchased this, which is we call it the Glen Glen Glen's spinner, because he's the one developed this spinner and put it in production. And so a lot of people who own the Asteroid, the 12-in-1, or just a plain Asteroid, that they found this is a very interesting and very good spinner. Give you the instruction to put this at the bottom and that on top. Okay, but the problem was, if you look at the instruction without looking at Glen's video, I guess this little round little silver need to be put down on top first, then you put this right on top of it. And what I did wrong was I put that little dash, little thing that give a little bit height. I put that let me show you what I did wrong. Okay, so it's two things I did wrong. Is when I took this out, okay, this thing right here, this is the second one I bought. Okay, this is what it looked like when you open up the box. You get two pieces of paper, and then they talk about dip switch, which this part right here doesn't really make sense to me. So I'm not even gonna touch it. Okay, the dip switch is right here, and they put a plastic, kind of clear plastic over it, so you cannot really move it unless you peel it off. Then you could move the dip switch. So you can't really move it until you peel that little plastic off the top. This one that I told you last time on video 1 that maybe used for something else, he say at this moment is not usable. So just this portion. Okay, and in here, this is where I did wrong. Is I open this up, and there is a little silver metal here, and instead of putting, like if you was to put this on top of the joystick, you're supposed to put this right on top like this. Okay, and you're supposed to use the wrench to tighten it. That's it, tighten it to touch this metal, and you're supposed to put this on top like this. Okay, and then you're supposed to screw it tight. That's it. Okay, and then it will spin freely. The problem I'm having was I didn't put this on top. I put it like this. And then I put it like this in here, like that, which I don't know, did it make any difference if you put it in first and then put this over it? I don't know. So when you tighten it, is it lower where it's touching maybe the plexiglass? I don't know. That could be the cause of it. The second cause of it that I did wrong was that when I screw this board on, I didn't screw it. I didn't screw two screws. I only did one here and one diagonally, and which created not boundless, because the original hole was drilled. Whenever you drill something in a screw, it raises the wood up, because this is some kind of black plastic that they glue on top of this wood. And so when you drill something, it raises the wood up a little bit, and so it created this where it's not boundless. So when I screw one screw on here and one screw diagonally, when it was spinning, it was kind of tilting left and right, touching one corner was touching the plastic glass and the other end wasn't. So it created where it wasn't spinning correctly. It wasn't spinning freely like they do the demo, that they spin very freely and very cool. And mine wasn't doing that. So I was having problems trying to figure out what I did wrong. And then I went and took the whole thing out. We did it, everything. We centered it. This time I put 4 screws, 2 screws on one side and 2 screws, so it bring the level evenly. So now it's spin very nicely. Okay, if you can see that hole right there, it go around several times now. So it's fixed. Okay, So just let you know that what to do, what not to do. Since I didn't look at the video, what Glenn did, I went and just, you know, without think too much about it, and turned out that the way they put the spacing, that they added that extra piece, need to put it on it first, and then put the cap on top, then screw it. Don't push it down, then screw it. Just set it on top and then screw it tight, and then that's it. Okay, you turn to the right is tight, turn to the left is to loosen it up. I believe that's correct. Okay, then now going back to why I took this off is I'm getting tired of a one speaker sound. I don't like the one speaker, so I'm gonna add a second speaker. All right, so let's put this to the side. So get that resolved. I don't want people to think that Glenn's spinning the spin ball, it was not good. It was my fault that I put it in incorrectly. Once I went back and looked at his video and realized what I did wrong, I went and get that resolved. And this tell you, you know, what is actually what you're supposed to get, how many screws here, and you're gonna get a piece of wire. You're not gonna get this. This is actually inside the spinner. Okay, so if you're looking for this like I did, you're not gonna find it. Okay, this piece is already inside. You just need to tighten it, loosen it. Okay, and then this come with that, and then this little silver one that I was telling you about, you need to put that on top of this first before you put this on top, before you put the wheel on top. Okay, so that's my mistake, and I was looking for that like crazy, like where's the piece, where's the piece? It's actually inside this hole. Okay, it's actually in here. Pull that out again. So if you look at see that metal in there, it's right in there. Okay, so you just poke into side and then screw it. Oop, I just lost my little I lost my little silver. There you go. This is a silver thing. This is a silver thing that you do not want to lose, because that help the spinner from not touching the wood or the plexiglass. Okay, so you do want to keep that. Now this one is going to be on top of my hopefully when I get my Raspberry Pi put together. That's going to be another test, which is I really don't feel like doing it because it's too much work. I have to cut it up, gotta cut hole again and everything. All right, I didn't put the paper back, but anyway, I'll do that later. Now here's the part that I want to work on, is the speaker. I bought one where you have a 2 speaker, and you could actually plug this directly on it like this, okay, without any soldering, which is good. And then this side you could actually plug into the speaker where the speaker is, and unplug the one speaker. Okay, I bought one exactly the same size, and I already soldered it. It doesn't come with any soldering, and I use the same wire like this one right here, and I just soldered on both sides, and I tested it. It turned out pretty good. And I want to make it longer, so I just keep on plugging one extension to another, make it longer. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is, I realized when I plug this speaker into the other side speaker, it gave me 2 speakers instead of 1. So in between those gaps, I'm gonna solder a metal wire between it. So you're gonna come out with 2 speakers instead of 1 speaker, because I want the sound to be louder than what I'm getting from templates, and I love templates, and that's why the reason I go through all that trouble doing all this. So what I'm going to do now, and you do need to have this USB board if you are putting the 2 cabinet into one, and the reason I'm doing that is trying to free up one more cabinet so I could use the Centipede to build Raspberry Pi on it. And this is the speaker right here. This is not the cheapest way that I'm doing all this. There's probably there is a lot of ways you could do this, but since I already got this for Arcade1Up for $75, to me it was worth using this to modify. So what I'm going to do is take this wire and pretty much split this 2 wire into 4 wire, and so I could have one speaker and two speaker. Okay, so right now I'm not going to decide which speaker I'm going to use. Right now I'm just going to get the soldering going and solder that and show you how I did it. Okay, so we're going to put the controller to the side for now, and the soldering iron is already hot, so I'm going to go ahead. What you do is you put some of this in. I forgot what you actually call this, but it helps the solder iron to stick onto the iron better than if you don't use this at all. So I went and put a little bit on the tip of this, and I believe I put a little bit tip on the side. Okay, so first I'm gonna put some soldering iron on tip of those. Okay, and then I'm going to do one at a time. So let me see if I could zoom this in more so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to put one end, since this already has soldering up top of this wire. I don't have to hold another soldering, so I want to get it to as close as possible to the size. Okay, that looks like it stay on. So to be sure, I want to put some more on it. You guys can see all that. Okay. Okay. In the corner. Okay, it looked like it did stuck on it. Okay, that one's pretty good. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna plug one in to here, like so. There you go. And then I'm gonna plug this end to here. Okay. There you go. Now, if you want, you could put hot glue on this corner to make it where it doesn't move at all. or doesn't touch any other stuff, you know, the metal touching anything else other than everything is all hot glue, so you could do that. Okay, and so then I'm going to plug this two in. Okay. Oop. Which two in? This end and this end to the speaker, and then this, both of these are 4 sides. Let me zoom back up. Okay, so this two that is female is going to plug into the speaker. All right. Okay, so let's bring the speaker back up top. I mean the controller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug this, and I'm going to plug this 2 little thing in here. Okay, and then I'm going to plug one is the black and white, which this is 2 wire coming. I'm gonna plug into that yellow hole right there. Okay, I don't know did I show that very well. Okay, it's hard to put this thing because I have a joystick on it. Okay, can y'all see from there? All right. Okay, so what I did is I plugged this two wire, the purple and gray, into the speaker hole. Now I'm gonna take the yellow one and plug the other 2 in. Okay, which is right here, like right here. I'm gonna flip this and plug this 2 in to here. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this 2. I'm gonna flip this a little bit. Okay, so now I have 2 that is available, and I could use any speaker I choose. I really don't want to use this big one because then I have to drill a big hole right here, which probably I could scoot this down, be as big as this, and then just plug this right here into it. I know this is a male, so I want to plug into the female. And I don't think it does matter which direction is what. Okay, so right now I'm just going to test it, see how it sounds, and then we go from there. Okay, so we are back, and let me see if I can turn this on. Hope I didn't turn off the power. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this. Sound is not coming out. So you can see the spinner is great. Okay, so there's no spinner issue right now. Let me turn this off again, see what I did wrong. Alright, certain direction work. So green, blue. I'm going to put in red. Okay, white and red, gray and black. See if that works. If that doesn't work, then I need to switch it the other direction. Okay, so this is using a small speaker. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. All right, let's try again. Alright, so now I have speaker on both sides. Good. I knew it was not because the wiring, it was because of the way the wire is plugged in. So it's best to use the same color so you know exactly how to trace it. If you use, like me, different color, you get confused. And okay, so I'm gonna flip this around and then we're gonna try some gameplay and see how it goes. Alright, so okay, so let's choose Tempest. So you can spin this pretty fast. Okay, press 1. That'll go around like that. See? So my spinner is working now. Alright, so now I'm going to change it to a little bit bigger speaker. So the red is on orange. Red on orange. So the red is on white. So we got both speakers. So I really like the spinner that Glen built. Make this game very fun, easier to play. Whoa, got hit. Try and lower this down. So I got both speakers on here. Let's start from the top. and this is from the bottom. So yeah, both speaker is running. Alright, so that's how you do the speaker. Now if you want to add the amplifier in the middle where the main wire go directly to the amplifier, and then you put the speaker to the amplifier, that might make it louder. So that's something is good to try. But the problem with this one I got, it doesn't let you put the wire in here. So it's a little bit harder. Now I have one is made for Raspberry Pi, and it lets you put wire in here. So you don't have to worry about using this. You could just put the wire directly in for input, and then the output would be the wire. So we could try that. But I think this is pretty good. You have 2 speakers now. Both sides work. But it's very hard to tell the difference because it's right next to each other. So you let me know if you hear any differences. So thank you for watching. And that's my video for this. And then the trackball, my trackball still works good. See? So if I was to get out, now it's kind of weird to get out is the player 2, not player 1. See? There's my trackball. Now trackball, I bought another new trackball from Arcade1Up. And I kind of missed the Centipede. You know, I kind of want to able to swap back and forward. So I probably might add a trackball here on this machine, or put it on the Raspberry Pi. So yeah, my trackball worked fine. I put that can of 40, the AW40, and I have no problem. I just put it on the metal. I didn't put it on the plastic. Well, I don't know, but somebody told me take it out, it's not good for it. But I don't know. I mean, I always put that on a bicycle and everything, so it seemed to work okay. And it's been about a week already, and it's still functioning good. So I don't see any problem with it. Let's try Centipede. So if you would, now the speaker is coming from the other side, now coming from both sides. So you can hear that. Alright, hope this guy helped you guys try to get tired of the one speaker, you add another speaker without adding an amplifier. It just split the sound to both sides. Louder, but not, I don't think it's a stereo. Unless this is originally stereo, then it will be, Alright, thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.